way the New Testament does. Instead, it uses coded or derogatory names, including Miriam, Megadla Se'ar Neshaya, the woman who grew women's hair, interpreted as a euphemism for a hairdresser or adulteress. Stada, explained by rabbis as she who strayed, from Satat Da, she turned away. Pandera, Pantera, the alleged lover who fathered Jesus. These appear in passages such as Shabbat 104b and Sanhedrin 106a, where the rabbis debate whether Jesus was Ben Stada or Ben Pandera. Scholars like Peter Schaeffer argue these are deliberate counterstories aimed at undermining the gospel narrative. To view these passages, visit the site Sefaria or go to my Blogger page where I've collected all of my notes under En-Riad. The God of Jewish Kabbalist, the Ein Sof, literally meaning no end or the infinite in Hebrew, is the ultimate Kabbalistic concept of God in his absolute, hidden, and unknowable state. It represents God before any creation, before any human comprehension, and completely beyond any description or attributes. The core tenets of Lurianic Kabbalah include three revolutionary concepts. Tzimtzum, divine contraction. To create the universe, God, Ein Sof, had to create an empty space. Luria taught that God withdrew a part of his infinite light to make room for existence. Shevirat HaKelim, shattering of the vessels. God beamed divine light into the void through 10 mystical vessels. The vessels could not contain this intense energy and shattered, trapping sparks of divine light in the abyss of physical reality. Tikkun Olam, cosmic rectification. Humans were given the task of gathering these scattered divine sparks and repairing the universe. Every righteous act, observance of the Torah, and pursuit of justice contribute to this ultimate cosmic healing. The 10 vessels that held the primordial divine light are called the Sephirot, but in their pre-creation, pre-emanation form, their technical name is the 10 primordial Sephirot of Tohu. Sephirot de Tohu, the Sephirot of chaos. These are the vessels that shattered in the event known as Shevirat HaKelim, the shattering of the vessels. The reason given for why they shattered, the vessels of Tohu, were too rigid, too isolated, too intense, unable to inter-include one another. So when the infinite light poured in from the Ein Sof, they burst. The shards fell into the lower worlds, trapping sparks of divine light within matter. This is the origin of evil, chaos, fragmentation, the need for tikkun, repair. After the shattering, God emanated a new, stable system, Sephirot de Tikkun, the Sephirot of repair. These are the Sephirot as we know them today, balanced, inter-included, harmonized. Sephirot of repair is a harmonized, interconnected system built to sustain the universe. Each Sephirah now shares its light with the others, forming a living network rather than 10 competing kings. Balance replaces extremity. Relationship replaces isolation. Where chesed, loving kindness, and steadfast love once overflowed without limit, Gevurah, strength, might, and judgment, now stands beside it, shaping its generosity with restraint. Where insight once flashed uncontrollably, understanding now gives it form. At the center stands Tiferet, beauty, splendor, glory, or harmony. The heart of the tree, weaving mercy and judgment into a single, breathing harmony. Through this balanced structure, divine light can finally flow without destruction. But the work of repair is not finished. The repaired Sephirot provide the framework through which divine energy enters the world. But the work of completing the repair, Tikkun Olam, is entrusted to human beings. The shattered sparks of the first world still lie embedded in creation, waiting to be lifted. Every act of justice, compassion, prayer, and courage becomes part of this restoration. Humanity is not a spectator to the cosmic drama. We are participants in it. Through us, the universe continues its long journey from fragmentation toward wholeness. The Sephirot of repair are more than a map of the divine. They are a vision of what the world can become, balanced, interconnected, and capable of holding light without breaking. Kabbalah sees redemption as a cosmic repair of the universe through mystical knowledge and human participation. Christianity sees redemption as a completed act accomplished by Christ's death and resurrection, received by faith, not mystical assent. Kabbalah unfolds across multiple levels of symbolism and metaphysics, and its impact on Western esoteric traditions is immense. It shaped Hermeticism, Rosicrucianism, Freemasonry, Theosophy, the Golden Dawn, tarot symbolism, and the entire framework of Western ritual magic. It reads scripture through a mystical lens, treating the biblical text as a coded map of divine energies and cosmic processes. Over centuries, it absorbed folklore, mythic figures, angelology, and esoteric speculation, creating a vast cosmic drama populated by spiritual forces and archetypal beings. Kabbalah teaches the soul's ascent through spiritual realms and presents a universe structured in mirrored opposites, holiness and the other side, a pattern that echoes certain Gnostic themes while remaining distinct from classical Gnostic dualism. Kabbalah teaches that the universe is broken and humanity must fix it. Christianity teaches that humanity is broken and only God can fix it. By now, it's clear that Kabbalah and rabbinic tradition have deviated so far from the plain meaning of Scripture, we don't serve the same God. The popular idea of a shared Judeo-Christian worldview is a modern invention. Historically, it simply doesn't exist. We've only scratched the surface. There's far more information available than we could cover here. There's no need to reinvent the wheel when solid research already exists. Below, I've included a list of sites to help you dig deeper.